Okay, babe, we're going to start by just loosening up our neck and shoulders. So just come into a comfortable seated position and sit up tall, lengthen from the crown of your head like somebody's pulling a string from the middle of the crown of your head. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Ground down on your legs, maybe using the back of your hands on top of your knees to help they naturally want to come up, so you want to help ground down on your legs, and that will release your lower back and spine. So go ahead and we'll connect to our breath. So get all of your air out, bring in your belly, and now inhale. Expand the belly, expand the ribs, sit up tall. Exhale, belly comes in, hitting the diaphragm, forcing out all the CO2 and toxins. Press your shoulders down away from your ears. Get all your air out. Now breathe in, expand the belly, expand the ribs, front to back, side to side. Press down on your hands and your knees. Exhale, bring in your belly, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Do one more, get all your air out. Now breathe in, expand with breath, sit up tall, press down on your legs. Breathe out, bring in your belly, slide your shoulder blades down your back, relax and soften. Good. Just go ahead and drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Press your shoulders down away from your ears. Just really breathing through all the fascia and the side of your neck. Maybe slightly lift the chin. Again, roll your shoulders back and down. Still sitting up tall. Still using the back of my hands to press down on my knees. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe lift the chin, lower the chin. And then just go ahead and bring your chin to your chest. Roll your shoulders back and down. Sit up tall. Get all your air out. Now breathe in. Expand the belly with breath. Breathing through all the back of your neck. Breathe out. Bring in your belly. Press your shoulders down away from your ears. Getting all the old air out before putting new air in. And then go ahead and roll left ear to left shoulder. Drop your shoulders down away from your ears. Press down on your hands and your knees. Connect to your breath. So on your inhale, expand with breath, sit up tall, press down on your legs. On your exhale, belly comes in, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Maybe lift the chin, lower the chin. Keep breathing. Just loosening up all the connective tissue and the side of your neck, getting all fresh new oxygen. And then go ahead and very slowly start to tilt your head back. Get all your air out. Now breathe in. Press down on your legs. Lengthen the spine. Opening up the throat. Breathe out. Bring in your belly. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Getting all the air out. Good. Head can come back to center. Just bring your arms out into a T. Palms are facing out. On our inhale, we're just going to reach our hands, reach the fingers, expand with breath. And on your exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring in your belly. Get all your air out. Now breathe in, Expand with breath, reach the fingers, press down on your legs, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring in the belly. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good, and you can release. Just go ahead and shrug your shoulders up, back, and down, just kind of rolling them in one direction. And then let's go ahead and roll them the other direction. And just kind of shake it all out. Okay? So now we're going to come into a seated staff pose. You're going to bring your legs about as wide as your mat. Bend your knees as much as you'd like. Bring your blocks to the highest level in between you. We're going to be here for 3 minutes. So on your inhale, so flex your feet really good. Inhale, arms come out and up. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, lead with your chest. Find that spot where your spine can round naturally and let your forehead come and rest on your blocks. Grabbing a hold of the balls of your feet. Press your shoulders down away from your ears. We'll do a couple breaths together here. So belly button to spine forces all the air out. Now breathe in, expand the belly, expand the ribs, front to back, side to side. Breathe out, bring in your belly, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Breathe in, expand with breath. Maybe press your feet into your hands, stretching the arms. And on the exhale, relax and soften. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Belly comes all the way in. Just continue to do that. Focus on getting all the old air out before putting new air in. Try to relax your face muscles, relax your jaw. Every inhale, really expand the belly and ribs with breath. Maybe press your feet into your hands. And on your exhale, belly comes in, just become heavy. Seeing if you can just let go a little more. Letting the fascia release and become more flexible. Try to breathe through your nose. It's a filter. Do another breath together. So belly button to spine forces all the air out. Now breathe in. Fill up the belly. Expand the ribs. Push your feet into your hands. Now breathe out. Relax and soften. Bring in your belly. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. And staying where you're at, just remove your blocks. We're going to do 3 cleansing breaths here, just again to let the fascia release a little bit more. So let your head and neck be heavy. Go ahead, get all your air out, bring in your belly. And we're going to inhale through the nose and then sigh it out through the mouth. On that exhale, relax and become heavy. In through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Just let go. Last one, in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Good. Bring your hands to your mat to help push you up. We're going to come on to our, just go ahead and take your legs and just shake it out, shake them out a little. Come onto your back. We're going to come into half happy baby. So laying on your back, bring your knees in and bring them about as wide as your shoulders. You can hold on to underneath your thighs or on top of your shins, but don't lift your shoulders. You want your shoulders grounded to the mat. On every inhale, expand the belly and ribs with breath. And every exhale, belly comes in, pull your knees in and energetically drag them down towards your armpits. Press your tailbone down. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. It might help to ground down on the back of your head. Do a couple breaths together. So belly button to spine, forces all the air out. Now breathe in, fill up the belly, fill up the ribs, fill up the chest, ground down on the back of your head. Breathe out, bring in your belly, pull your knees in and down. Press your tailbone down. Ground down on your shoulders. It's great for cleansing the organs. And again, releasing the fascia all in through our glutes, our hips, our thighs. With every inhale, expand the belly, expand the ribs. Press down on the back of your head and your shoulders. On your exhale, belly comes in. Pull your knees in and down. Press your tailbone down. And then just go ahead and rock back and forth. Maybe bring your knees in a little closer. Just massaging the lower back. Massaging the spine. Take a few breaths here. And then bring both feet to your mat. Grab your block, one block, and put it in between your knees. Walk your feet in as close as you can. You want your heels as close to your glutes as you can get them. Lift your hips, tuck your tailbone, and then set your hips back down. Block is in between your knees. Shrug your shoulders down away from your ears. Bend your arms so your forearms and palms are facing each other. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. And we're gonna do a few this is bridge pose. We're gonna do it 3 times. And while we're doing it, you're squeezing your block. You're on your inhale, squeezing your block, squeezing your glutes, pressing down on your arms and the back of your head. And on your exhale, we lower back down, continuing to squeeze our glutes and our block. Okay, so get all your air out. And now inhale, Lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your block. Press down on your elbows and arms in the back of your head. And on your exhale, belly comes in, lower down, real slow, upper back, middle back, lower back. So you come all the way down, okay? Get all your air out. Now breathe in, press into all four corners of your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes and your block, press down on your arms, expand with breath, squeeze, 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 and on the exhale, lower down real slow, continuing to squeeze your block and your glutes. Getting all your air out. Last one, inhale, press down on all four corners of your feet, energetically drag them towards you, squeeze your block, squeeze your glutes, press down on your arms, take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, lower down really slow, upper back, middle back, lower back, hips. Good, you can remove your block, and once again, just bring your knees in, and just draw circles in one direction. Hands are on your knees. Just drawing circles. Now go ahead and switch directions. And we're going to meet up in a seated position. So you can either roll to your side and go up, or you can rock your way up. And we're going to come into our seated tree pose. So extend your right leg long. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. And if your left knee doesn't come quite down to the floor, put a block underneath it, okay? On our inhale, we're going to flex our foot, sit up tall, take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, point your right foot, walk your hands out in front of you, let your spine round naturally, let your head and neck be heavy, and connect to your breath. Again, the more that you ground down on your legs, the less pressure is taken off of your back and your spine. So continue to press down. I'm using my hands on top of my legs to remind me to keep grounding down on my leg and my knee. Pointing the right foot. Let's get all your air out. Bring in your belly. And now inhale. Expand the belly. Expand the ribs with breath. Press down on your legs. Exhale. Belly comes in. Press your shoulders down away from your ears. Relax and soften. Also welcome to put a block underneath your forehead. Continue to press that left foot inside of your right leg and your right leg into your foot. Every inhale, expand with breath, ground down on your legs and press your foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. With every exhale, belly comes in, slide your shoulder blades down your back, relax and soften. If you don't have a block underneath your forehead, let your head and neck be heavy and loose, no tension. Remember, I'm using my arms to ground down on my legs, pointing the right foot. Breathing through all the fascia in our hamstrings, in our back, our shoulders. grounding down on your legs. Keep pressing that left foot into your right leg and vice versa. Keep pressing your shoulders down away from your ears. And we're going to do our last 3 breaths together as cleansing breaths. So if you had a block, remove it. Now go ahead and get all your air out. Breathe in through the nose, and then we're going to sigh it out through the mouth. Relax and soften. In through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. Become heavy. Last one, in through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth. See if you can let go. Grounding down on the legs. Hands come out in front of you. Push yourself back up. Before we go to the other side, go ahead and cross your left foot over your right. Hug your left knee in. Take your left hand and come onto your fingertips behind you. Ground down on this left foot. All 4 corners of your foot are on your mat. Flex the right foot. Sit up tall. Hug your knee in. Continue to ground down on your leg and your foot. On our inhale, we're going to lift and lengthen. Sit up tall from the crown of our head. On our exhale, belly comes in. Gaze over to the left. Roll your shoulder back. Hug your knee in. Only twisting from the chest up. Continue to ground down on your leg and your foot. On your inhale, sit up tall, lift and lengthen, expand with breath. On your exhale, belly comes in, gaze over to the left, roll your shoulder back. Squeeze that knee in, press down on that foot, slide your shoulder blades down your back. Good. And release. Come to tree pose on the other side. So extend your left leg long. Bring your right foot inside of your left thigh. Flex that left foot. Also, if you want to take a block and put it underneath your right knee, you can do that. So come to your fingertips. Sit up tall. Left foot is flexed. Get all your air out. And on your inhale, sit up tall. Ground down on your legs. On your exhale, start to walk your hands out. Let your spine round naturally. Point your left foot. Release your head and neck. Become heavy. Hands come to your legs to remind you to ground down. Let's do our first breath together. So belly button to spine forces all the air out. Now breathe in. Fill up the belly, expand the ribs, front to back, side to side. Press down on your legs. Exhale, belly comes in. Press your shoulders down away from your ears. Relax and soften. Continue to press that right foot into your left leg and vice versa. Option to put a block underneath your forehead. If you can't seem to release the tension in your neck or head. Keep pressing down on your legs. Pressing down on that right knee, pointing the left foot, pressing the right foot into the left leg, vice versa. Every inhale, expand the ribs, front to back, side to side. On your exhale, belly comes in. Slide your shoulder blades down your back, relax and soften. Every exhale, seeing if you can let go a little bit more. That's the fascia releasing. We'll do our last 3 cleansing breaths together. So if you had a block, remove your block. Get all your air out. And inhale through the nose. And then sigh it out through the mouth. Bring in your belly, become heavy. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one. In through the nose. Expand with breath. Press down on your legs. Exhale through the mouth. Relax and soften. Let go. Hands come out in front of you to help push you back up. Coming into our twist. Cross your right foot over your left leg. Find that spot so that your whole foot can be grounded. Holding on to your knee, sit up tall. Take your right hand, come onto your fingertips behind you, and wrap your left arm around your knee. Flex that left foot, press down on the right foot. On our inhale, we sit up tall, lift and lengthen from the crown of our head. And on the exhale, gaze over to the right, belly comes in, roll your shoulder back. Squeeze your knee in. Press down on your legs. Inhale, lift and lengthen, sit up tall, only twisting from the chest up. On the exhale, belly comes in, slide your shoulder blades down your back, hug that right knee in. Good, release. And again, just sit back on your hands and windshield wipe your legs back and forth. We're going to come into our cat-cow with our blocks. So bring your blocks shoulder width apart. Hands are going to be underneath your shoulders, or your wrists are stacked underneath your shoulders. Knees are stacked underneath your hips. On our inhale, we're going to drop the belly, lift the gaze, roll your shoulders back, lift your tailbone. And on the exhale, round your spine, press your blocks away from you, tuck your tailbone, belly comes in. Release the head and neck. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, roll your shoulders back, lift your tailbone. Exhale, belly comes in. Round the spine, push your blocks away from you, tuck your tailbone. Release the head and neck. Just do that a couple times to the rhythm of your own breath, warming the spinal fluid. Really pressing into your fingertips as opposed to your wrist. Wanting to take some pressure off your wrist, so pressing down into your fingertips. Last one. Good. We're coming into our down dog with our blocks. So just go ahead and tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Find your foundation. Lengthen the arms. Arms are straight. Bend your knees. On our inhale, expand with breath, lengthen through the spine and your arms. And on your exhale, bend your knees and press your chest towards your thighs. Curl the tailbone up. Just one more. Inhale, lengthen the spine and the arms. Exhale, bend your knees, press your chest towards your thighs, release your head and neck. Gaze comes up. Tiptoe up to the top of your mat. Bring your blocks with you. We're just coming into a forward fold, so stay low. Bring your feet a little wider than your hips. Slight bend in your knees. Grab the opposite elbow. Let your head and neck be heavy. Just a few breaths here. Kind of sway back and forth. Connect to your breathing. Every inhale, fill up the belly. Expand with breath. With every exhale, belly comes in. Getting all the air out. Pressing down into all four corners of your feet. Lifting the sit bones high. Letting the torso and head and neck be heavy. Arms are heavy. We're going to do 3 cleansing breaths here. So we're going to go in through the nose, out through the mouth. So get all your air out. Inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Relax, become heavy. Belly comes in. In through the nose. Sigh it out. Bend your knees. Inhale. Sigh it out. Good. Coming into a halfway lift. So bring your hands to your shins and slide them up till you can come to and walk your feet in a little closer. You want to come into like a 7 shape, I guess you would say. But lengthen through the spine. Your hand can be on your thighs. They can be on your blocks. They can be on your shin. But we want a flat spine. It's almost as if, pretend like somebody's pulling you forward from the crown of your head and then someone else is pulling you back from your tailbone. That's your inhale. You lengthen. Exhale, belly comes in. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Bring in your belly. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Send your hips back, crown of the head forward. Exhale, belly comes in. Press your shoulders down away from your ears. Get all your air out. Last one. And then release. Let your arms be heavy. Grab your block. Just one block, and then just slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Arms are heavy. Head and neck are going to be last. Bring all the way up to the top. And so now we're coming into mountain pose with our block. So bring your block in between your thighs. Roll your shoulders back and down. We're just doing a little balance, equilibrium kind of thing here. So I'm just going to tap into the soles of our feet and just every piece of the bottom of our foot, because we tend to, that's why we get blisters and calluses, because we only use certain parts of the bottom of our feet as opposed to our whole foot. Okay, so roll your shoulders back and down, palms facing forward, fingers wide, tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your block, close your eyes, and just start to feel the soles of your feet. We're going to bring all of our weight into our toes and the balls of our feet. Keep squeezing your block and your glutes. Press your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a full breath. Almost able to lift your heels a little. And then come back to center. And now lean to the right, all through the outside edge of your right foot. Squeeze your block, squeeze your glutes. Breathe. And now bring all your weight to your heels, slightly lifting your toes. Squeeze your block and glutes. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a full breath. Toes come down. Lean to the left, the outside edge of your left foot. Squeeze your block and glutes. Roll your shoulders back and down. shining the palms, shining your palms forward. And then bring your weight back to your toes, slightly lifting your heels, full breath. Squeeze your blocks, squeeze your glutes, and then come back to center. Really pressing down through the, kind of like somebody's pressing down on the middle of each foot. Okay? And then we're going to do one balancing pose before we go back down. So bring your feet about hip width apart. Hold your block on each end. And all we're going to do is stand on one leg. Okay? We're going to use our block as leverage. So come onto the ball of your right foot. And again, feel every piece of the bottom of your left foot. Find your weight all in using your whole foot. And as you begin to do that, squeeze your glutes and begin to lift your right leg. Bend your knee, flex the foot, squeeze your block, squeeze your glutes. Just here for a couple breaths. Breathe. Pressing down on all four corners of your feet. Try not to grip the mat with your toes. Right foot is flexed, squeezing the glutes. Now go ahead and open up your hip. Squeeze your block with your hand. I lose my balance too. Last breath. Bring your knee back to center and then lower your leg back down. Shake it out. Come onto the ball of your left foot. Find your weight find all your foundation in your right foot. Squeeze your block with your hands. Squeeze your glutes. Press down into all four corners of that right foot as you start to lift your left leg, flexing the left foot. Lift it as high as you can, squeezing the glutes, squeezing your block, pressing down through the middle of your right foot. Relax your shoulders. Breathe. Go ahead and open up that leg, open up that hip, keep flexing the foot, pressing down on that right foot, squeezing your block, squeezing your glutes. Take a full breath. And bring your leg back to center and back down. Shake it out. Good. Okay, so now we're going to make our way back down. If you want to go ahead and just put your blocks at the top of your mat. Feet are hip width apart. We're just going to take a swan dive down. So we're going to inhale, arms come out and up, squeeze your glutes, take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, bend your knees, arms come out, fold, hands come to your blocks, step back, come to your knees. We're coming into child's pose. So big toes come to touch. And it's going to be up to you how wide or narrow you want them. So big toes come to touch, okay? Walk your hands out. Start to send your hips back until your forehead can rest down to your mat. If your forehead doesn't come all the way down, just go ahead and put a block underneath your forehead. Now you can go ahead and let your forearms rest. Shrug your shoulders down away from your ears. And just connect to your breath. Every inhale, expand the belly, expand the ribs with breath. Every exhale, bring in your belly, relax and soften. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Relax your jaw, relax your face muscles. This is called child's pose. It's great for resetting the nervous system. Focus on getting all your old air out before putting new air in. With every inhale, expand the ribs front to back, side to side. With every exhale, see if you can relax or soften or let go a little bit more as your belly comes in. Become heavy. And then just go ahead and rock your forehead from side to side, giving it a little massage. And find stillness. You're going to come up slowly and come onto your back. We're going to do an inversion with our legs extended above us with our block. So place your block underneath your tailbone. Extend your legs up above you. Shrug your shoulders down away from your ears. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. Palms are facing down. Connect to your breath. Remember to ground down on the back of your head. On your next inhale, so belly button to spine forces all your air out. Get all your air out. Now inhale, flex your feet, breathing all through the back of your legs, all through the fascia. And on your exhale, relax your feet, bring in your belly and let your legs fall towards you. Inhale, flex the feet, expand with breath. Ground down on your palms of your hands, the back of your head. Exhale, relax your feet, bring in your belly, let your legs fall towards you. Just a little bit. Press your tailbone down. As your legs are falling towards you, you're pressing your tailbone down as a counter reaction. Do our last breath together. We'll do a cleansing breath. So get all your air out. And now inhale through the nose and then sigh it out through the mouth. Belly comes in, let your legs become heavy. Let's do one more. Inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Belly comes in. Legs fall towards you. Press your tailbone down. And we're going to do one more pose. Is a reclined twist. So remove your block. Lift your hips and move them over to the right. Drop your knees over to the left and place a block in between your knees or your thighs, whatever comfortable. Extend your right arm out long, gaze over to the right, and take your left hand on top of your legs. We'll do our first couple breaths together. So belly button to spine, forces all the air out. Now breathe in, really puffing up the belly with breath. On your exhale, belly comes in. Use your hand on top of your legs to help you twist a little deeper as you ground down on that right shoulder. Inhale, expand with breath. Exhale, use the weight of your hands on top of your legs. Belly comes in, getting all the air out. Just trying to make space between that right shoulder and right hip. Go ahead and remove your block for our last few breaths to get a little deeper into the fascia. So get all your air out, bring in your belly. Now inhale, really puffing up the belly with breath. On your exhale, belly comes in. Use your hands on top of your legs to help you twist a little deeper. Looking over to the right, grounding down on that right shoulder. Belly comes all the way in. Last breath. Good. Release. Grab your block. Lift your hips. Move them over to the left. Drop your knees over to the right and place your block in between your legs, your thighs, or your knees. Bring your right hand on top of your legs. Look over to the left. Extend your left arm out long. Connect to your breath. As you inhale, really puff up the belly with breath. As you exhale, belly comes in. Relax and soften. Round down on that left shoulder. Twists are great for cleansing the organs as well, cleansing the liver and the kidneys. Go ahead and remove your block. Bring in your belly, get all your air out. Now breathe in, expand the belly, expand the ribs, fill up with breath. Breathe out, bring in your belly. Use your hand on top of your legs to help you twist a little deeper. Ground down on that left shoulder. Belly comes all the way in, getting all the air out. Last breath. Inhale. Puff up the belly with breath. Exhale. Belly comes in. Seeing if you can twist just a little deeper. and release. Bring your knees in, and again, just rock back and forth. We're going to be coming into our breathing exercise. So just bring your feet as wide as your mat, and then let your knees fall in towards you. Lift your hips, tuck your tailbone, so you barely have any space in between your lower back and mat. Shrug your shoulders down. Palms are facing down. Tuck your chin so your neck is long. And we will begin.
Today's breathing exercise is humming breathwork. This exercise is designed to slow down your breathing as much as possible. When we slow down our breathing, especially using the nose, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This is the opposite of fight or flight. It's fantastic for just reducing stress and anxiety. So what we want to do in this exercise is just slow our breath down as much as possible. Now, for some people this can be tricky because it can be really difficult to breathe out slowly through the nose. So what we have here is a technique. By humming, what that does is it really slows down the outer breath. I'm going to guide you through that now for a couple of rounds. What we'll do now is we'll just warm up. Let's just take a nice, deep, slow breath in through the nose. And hold. And out through the nose. Let's do that again. Okay, so we're going to begin the exercise now. So it's a slow, deep breath in through the nose, and then we're going to hum. And we're going to hum as long as we can. And what that's going to do is slow the out breath down, slowing the entire breathing system down. So deeply in through the nose. Okay, that was 18 seconds of breathing out. What we'll do, let's try that again, and let's try and go for a bit longer. So deeply in, slowly through the nose. That was 20 seconds. So when we breathe out for 15 to 20 seconds, adding in the breathing in time slowly through the nose, you're roughly doing about 3 breaths a minute, which is a real nice pace to go at. So let's do a couple more rounds of that. Slowly, deeply in through the nose. Let's do another round. So again, slowly, deeply in through the nose. Okay, that's it.
Coming into Shavasana, so go ahead, extend your legs out long. We're just going to do a quick stretch. So reach your arms above you, point your toes, reach your fingers, take a deep breath in, biggest stretch of the day. And on your exhale, arms come down to your side, let your feet splay out, palms facing up. Just letting yourself feel the effects of the practice, seeing if there's anything else that you can let go of, if there's any more clenching or gripping. Again, maybe shrug your shoulders down away from your ears, tuck your chin, and this is Shavasana. You can start to wiggle your toes and your fingers, blinking your eyes, waking yourself back up. And go ahead and roll onto your side in the fetal position and just stay there for a couple moments. And then use your hands to help push you back up. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Looking forward to seeing you. Okay.